What's going on, my fellow Jedi and Padawans? Welcome back to another Jedi gaming video. Thank you guys so much for coming back to the channel, and if you guys are new, welcome. Happy Monday to y'all. Going over a exotic that got a little rework this season and just got re-released after being broken with that patch. So we got our Jade Rabbit exotic kinetic scout rifle back with the rework. So I wanted to go over a little review for you guys, taking it into PvP, PvE, kind of just talking about how it feels, and definitely in the PvP realm where everybody is just camping behind shields, playing in the back of the map with DMT pulse rifle. This thing definitely competes, and I do think I'm going to keep it on me to switch it up, especially since I really hate using DMT. So right here we have the Jade Rabbit. I want to go over the perks real quick and kind of that rework to its intrinsic trait. So first off on this thing, polygonal rifling for that stability, and once we get the masterwork done, it does give us a nice juice to stability. So it's sitting at 85 range with 80 stability. Now next off we got high caliber rounds, gives us that nice higher penetration on the targets, as well as that increased range, which bumps us up to that 85 and 80. And finally we got Zen Moment, so causing damage with this weapon reduces recoil over time. Definitely in the PvE realm, especially with the change to the intrinsic perk, this right here comes in super clutch to have that continuous damage going on, especially if you're a little bit farther back. And we can stun some champions with this. Most seasons we switch around between barrier and overload, so make sure to keep this on you as well. Now for its intrinsic trait down here that got changed. Now the Fate of All Fools. Chain precision shots to gain bonus damage on your next body shot and return ammo to the magazine. Now if you chain those 3 headshots together, your next body shot does more damage and you can get more ammo in the magazine. So with a magazine in 10, you're able to refill this a couple times very easily, just by getting those precision shots. And you can definitely tell when you're in the PvE realm, when you hit that body shot, it is a nice juicy number coming off with that extra bit of damage. So this is really where this exotic perk shines and changed, was in the PvE realm, even though I do think there are better scouts out there, especially stuff that has like Volt Shot. Anything Duma Chelchis is better in my personal opinion, but for exotics to go, this isn't a bad choice. Definitely better for PvP in my personal opinion. So kind of how I was just talking about with the PvP realm, this thing holds its own very well, even against those DMTs, which is definitely the king of the PvP realm for scout rifles. But this thing is very good. You can peek in and out around those corners. It shoots very fast, hits for 71 in the head, and with that stability that this has on with its masterwork, you can hold down that full auto trigger, which I have set to have on all the time, and you can absolutely annihilate guardians. It feels very good at those far distances. Definitely beats out pulses from super far distances, and even when you pair it with something like a sidearm or a shotgun, you got those close distances covered as well. So this thing is amazing in the PvP realm in my personal opinion. Definitely, if I'm not using DMT, which I really don't like to use, this thing's going on, and it definitely throws people off. Like I said, I do think overall DMT is better just because of that hip fire and stupid accuracy of DMT. But if you're trying to switch it up and go into the Crucible, definitely the second best scout rifle in my opinion for those exotics, especially in that kinetic slot. Pairs very well with shotguns in my personal opinion. Fell Winters, Found Verdict, anything like that. Even your Drang in the energy slot. So make sure to try this out in the PvP realm. Definitely think it is in the A tier for me for sure inside of of the Crucible, especially how disgusting the meta is now with everyone camping in rifts and behind Titan shields in the back of the map. So definitely suggest giving this a try. Now on the flip side, when we move into PvE, again, I think that there are better weapons for sure in general, not just for exotics, but for legendary scout rifles as well. Tarnished metal with Volt Shot, very, very good. Like I mentioned, Doom of Chelchis that has Firefly, Dragonfly, a little bit of overkill, but I do think it is way better at ad clear and just with the ammo capacity compared to only having 10 shots in PvE is not that much, even though we do have that new intrinsic trait of giving us almost like a 4th times the charm by giving us bullets back in the magazine with continuous precision shots. But like I said, you can only get about 3 or 4 bullets back after hitting those 3 precision shots in a row. So it's not super effective for DPS, but it is so stable, has very good range, and does do a very good amount of damage against those rank and file enemies, even moving up into those orange bars and majors. So not a bad option for PvE. I'm gonna throw it in probably the C tier, if not the D tier, to be honest, just because of the non-elemental explosions or anything like that we have with other scout rifles, Polaris Lance. Even DMT has the option of getting Vorpal weapon subsistence, stuff like that on it. So it just has more of a variety of perks. If this had something to change the magazine to give us like 15 shots in the magazine, where it gave us some -2 stability or something like that, I think that this would bump up immediately to the B or A tier, as long as it keeps that precision chaining shots that gives us that increase to body and gives us ammo back like 4 times the charm. That definitely helps, but like I said, sits at about the C tier, maybe slipping into the D tier at this moment. But if we got some changes to the ammo and magazine capacity on this bad boy, maybe an additional damage perk like Vorpal, this thing easily jumps up into the A tier, no doubt. So hopefully this gave you a little insight into someone who plays the game a bunch, tests out a lot of these weapons, ranking this bad boy, giving it an A for sure in the PvP realm, and about a C or D in the PvE realm, even with that nice change to the intrinsic trait. So thank you guys so much for watching. Truly appreciate that support lately. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.